Very approachable, very effortless, very demure, very timeless. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. I hope that this finds you well, however this finds you. So today we are diving into something that every entrepreneur, every creative, and every business owner, everyone who is making a career switch, everyone who is entering into the workspace should aim for. That is a timeless personal brand. I am going to walk you through 10 essential steps to help you create a brand that not only resonates today, but it stands the test of time. Along the way, I'm going to pepper in a little bit of seasoning here or there. Are you okay with that? I figured you'd be. Your first step is to make it synonymous with your values. A truly timeless brand isn't just about a logo or a catchy tagline. It really is about values that stick. So think about the likes of, for better or for worse, Amazon. Jeff Bezos understood the importance of customer satisfaction, which is why Amazon's return policy is so very generous. I know that you've returned a few things yourself. This is the kind of value that people will never forget, and it provides a commonality for anyone that touches your brand. Now, let's say you're creating content. It's crucial that your messaging reflects this value. And I want to share with you a tool that I use that helps me to really push this one through. Descript, have you heard of her? Descript can help you refine and edit your content to ensure that your brand's core values will shine through each and every time. How's that possible? Well, it is a powerful AI editing tool that will let you make videos, podcasts, short clips, whatever it is you desire, like that. Descript helps make things easy so that your content is aligned and values, what defines your brand, is also aligned. The ability to quickly search and replace words across your entire project, it means that your voice will be consistent with just a few clicks. Me mentioning Descript here, it cannot be overstated or taken lightly. I started out in television at least 20 years ago for a major broadcasting network. And back then, I wish I had tools like Descript to help me keep my brand voice and tone consistent. Instead, we would have to go through hours of footage, matching up things, tone, texture, lighting, all of that. It added hours and hours to our workflows. Now, that's pretty much a thing of the past. Step 2, be consistent, but be innovative. Consistency is key. We all know that, but so is innovation. Let's take, for example, Nintendo. I know y'all may be like, Nintendo? Why Nintendo? Y'all, Nintendo was founded in 1889. You heard me correctly. In 1889. And their core values, the undergird of their core values, it's remained the same. Nintendo's mission is to put smiles on the faces of everyone we touch. We do so by creating new surprises for people across the world to enjoy together. We've forged our own path since 1889 when we began making Hanafuda playing cards in Kyoto, Japan. Today, we are fortunate to be able to share our characters, ideas, and worlds through the medium of video games and the entertainment industry. Y'all, that's flawless. They were able to, in that short paragraph, boil everything down. I can assure you that Nintendo has stuck true to their mission and values. I've had personal touch points with this brand. It was a couple of years ago that a friend of mine who knew that I was obsessed with the nostalgia of the original NES system made sure that I got one as a birthday gift. They'd purchased this for me off of eBay. I'd originally had one that was the full kit. It had the GUN, I don't know if I could say that word here, without getting a strike, YouTube. It also had the power pad. Y'all remember that? And it had a trifecta of games. So you had to be a boss to have this system. Neither here nor there. I had many hours of fun with this system, and eventually I grew out of it and got rid of it. Years down the line, this friend had gotten me that same system as a birthday gift. Because they had gotten it off of eBay, it didn't come with any of the original packaging, anything like that. I had no idea how to hook this classic system up to my brand new television that was built way after that system was built. What I resorted to was I just turned the box over. I saw there was the 1-800 number for Nintendo, and I called the number. Do you know that there was actually an option, I think it was like option 100, where they said for the classic NES system, press 10. And someone walked me through how to set up that system to my current television today. And they did so warmly, happily. It was amazing. So yes, they do bring smiles to individuals, and as well, they don't shame you for having older technology. Anyway, I'm going down. I could talk about Nintendo all day. More on that later. Let's move on to the next. Step 3 involves developing a strong, defined company narrative. So a strong, defined company narrative is essential. Your story should be simple, clear, and aligned with your brand values. As much as you can, you should resist the urge to chase after trends and instead let your narrative evolve naturally and authentically. When I first started out, I had a sense that I wanted to create the Ajay effect, but I had no idea what the Ajay effect would actually be about. I knew what was important to me, and that was strong communication or storytelling and social impact. It wasn't even called social impact then. I knew that those things were important to me, and I carried them with me over the years. The Ajay Effect was founded in 2008, 2009. I've stuck to those brand values ever since then. The brand, though, has evolved naturally over time. It doesn't follow trends. It stays true to the values. Keep that in mind for your brand. Step 4, y'all, and this one is important. Ask yourself, what would individuals, your customers, those you touch, what would they miss if your brand would cease to exist tomorrow? So let's say you are just starting out. You may not yet know or have that information. Let's think about it more practically. If you were not to be at the same job tomorrow, I know some of y'all are praying on that. If you were to join another team within your company, if your small business were to shift tomorrow, what is it that sets your brand apart? What is it that makes you different? What is the special sauce? What is it that makes you irreplaceable, unforgettable, something that people need? Lock into that. Step 5, deliver results and communicate effectively. You delivering results, you being about your word, that's everything. One of my favorite books, one of the principles is being impeccable with your word. And how we are impeccable with our word is we deliver consistent results over time. That is what builds a lasting brand. For example, there was a whole brouhaha a few weeks ago about individuals going into Chipotle and getting smaller portions. Now, this on its surface seems small, but the reason why people were so upset is because there was a time when Chipotle was known for being able to deliver on fresh meals without skimping on the portion size. Once they strayed away from that, and that was something that individuals noticed across the board, so from New York to Nevada and beyond, that's when a problem ensued. And then this other part of effective communication. No one ever explained what was going on. And even there was the opportunity for the brand to say something cheeky, but they didn't. They acted as if nothing ever happened. Ooh, you want to talk about something that annoys me? When a brand puts everything on the customer and acts as if nothing happened. No, it's not me, it's you. Yeah, that's gaslighting. Effective communication is key, whether it's through your content, customer service, product offerings, making sure that your message is always clear and impactful. That's everything. Number 6, focus on the message more than the product. Now, I know you might be like, what, girl, what are you talking about? Well, this kind of dovetails from step 5. When you focus on the message, sometimes the message is more important than the product itself. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Nike. Think of Nike's Just Do It. That message transcends products. It's more of a mindset. It's more of a lifestyle. Your brand's core values and the message, that should be front and center, and it'll resonate with your audience on a deeper level, more than the product does. Step 7, keep it simple, keep it memorable. Y'all, simplicity is key. Memorability doesn't require complexity. In fact, complexity, I don't know about y'all, but it can be off-putting. Earlier, I named Nintendo as an example of openness, warmness, of really leaning into the customer experience. And you see that in the mission. They want to be able to bring a smile to folks. The individual is leading. The way they do that is with simplicity as an underlying value. They're not saying that, but it is demonstrated in that customer service experience and in their products. There are some that lean into simplicity, but it is deceptive. I'm looking at you, Apple. Although the latter's products seem simple, the process around them actually is not. It's simple when it comes to design, at least on the surface, but there's this undercurrent where things are actually not as simple as they seem. Their messaging over the course of time and their branding, think different, clean in design, clean in advertising. They're not doing the most. Not having universal ports on some of their products, to them not feeling intuitive. Now, the design appears simple, right? But the process around their products, it's just not simple. And so you have those two things competing, and it can lead to deception because it seems simple, but the actual thing and the process around the products, not so much. Step 8, disrupt the industry with a lasting solution. Now, this one is a little bit more challenging, but it is rewarding. To create a timeless brand, you need to disrupt the industry with a solution that lasts. If you can do that, you win. It's about thinking outside of the box and delivering something that continues to be relevant even as the market changes. And sometimes disruption, although it can be helpful, it can be harmful and change entire industries. Look at Uber. And if we were to use New York City as an example, New Yorkers relied heavily on car services and yellow cabs or taxis in order to be able to get around. The issue is that some individuals, especially those who lived in outer boroughs, they wouldn't be able to easily stick a hand out and get a cab. You had to call a car service, and still a car service could say, sorry, nothing available. And this was problematic. Once Uber entered the chat, that changed the business dramatically. It was a major disruptor, not only in New York, but across the globe. That makes Uber a timeless brand, for better or for worse. Number 9, tap into basic human emotion. When your brand can evoke feelings of connection, love, nostalgia, hope, unstoppability. Is that an emotion? Elegance, class, luxury, style, swag, whatever it is. You're creating something that goes beyond a product. It becomes a part of your audience's life and their lifestyle, whether that is what's happening with them now or it is aspirational. I mentioned Nike, and they are a perfect example of that. This is something that everyone can lean into. Step number 10, add value. Let's add value to people's lives. There's so much that people are dealing with right now. This is where the timelessness of your brand really takes root. How is it that you're helping people? How is it that you are making a difference in their lives? I will say this, what people say when you're not around, it matters. Now, it doesn't matter to you because frankly, I don't give a what you say when I'm not around. What comes to mind when people think of you, when they think of your brand, when they think of how you move? What's the first thing that they conjure? This is the key ingredient to timelessness when it comes to your personal brand. This is also where I like to leverage tools like Descript to make sure that my content is polished, impactful, and that it will actually make a difference. Whether I'm editing a video or refining a podcast, Descript helps to ensure that every word, every image, every sound, every gesture that I produce is helpful and provides value to you. Y'all, creating a timeless personal brand isn't about following the latest trends. Very demure, very approachable, very reliable, very consistent. Y'all, it is about innovation and staying true to your mission and your core values. Tools like Descript have been a game changer for me and keeping my content aligned, impactful, polished, and more. Be sure to check out Descript. I'll leave the link below. I am so excited for you and where you are in this brand journey. If I found you, then that means you are on the right path, and I promise there is going to be more to come. Don't forget to share with some of your guys, share with some of your girlies, like and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos for more tips and tools. As I said, there's going to be way more coming. That's all I have for now. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And until next time, remember, you are capable of big things.